regimens take time to bulletproof. Every protocol that you create and go on is going to take some time to bulletproof. Now, some are quicker than others to get right, and it all depends on a host of things, right? It depends on your skill set as a biohacker, particularly in the arena of adjusting your compounds in a nootropic stack or compounds in a testosterone regimen or an energy regimen, noticing results, how you track, and how good you are at the decision-making process on how to change your protocol in response to what happened, side effects, results, responses, etc. I mean, that's ultimately what drives it all. One of the things that I see doing that I want to discourage people from doing, or I want to caution people against, is I see folks giving up on a regimen. Like they start this new protocol and, you know, they're in 3 or 4 days, they make an adjustment or two and can't get the nootropic stack, the test regimen, the energy regimen, the new diet, you know, to be effective for them. Usually that protocol can be utterly awesome for you, right? Totally effective, giving you just what you want. Usually it can be. It's just that you may not have the strategy to employ the adjustment. You may not have the savvy to go and research, well, why is this weird side effect happening? Or why aren't I achieving my goals? Or, I mean, what is the half-life of this compound or this compound, and how long may it actually take to reach sort of steady state in my body? And therefore, how long should I wait before I make an adjustment? Those little nuances, I think a lot of folks struggle with. Biohacking is not everyone's fucking job. It's, you know what I mean? It's, you guys a lot of people just want to perform optimally and don't really have the patience to go through the process. That's why people hire me, right? Because this is what I do for a living. Testosterone regimens, whether natural or TRT, believe it or not, they take time to dial in. I mean, you know, because you're dealing, again, like we discussed recently on a video, with estradiol and, you know, the ensuing parallel rise from the aromatization of that testosterone to estradiol. I know that affects men differently. Some men tolerate it just fine, and the E2 is an important part of their regimen. Helps their libido, helps them feel good, gives them energy, etc. Other guys, you know, high E2 makes them insomniacs and have total paralyzing, debilitating, ongoing, persistent anxiety, and that is fucking terrible. You know, when I work with clients that are on TRT and they need help with that, like dialing in their protocol, I mean, it's usually some bit of a long process, and I'm not talking about 6 months or something, or even 2 months. I mean, it may take 2, it may take a month, it may take 3. It all depends, but I mean, I can say that certainly people need different doses of call it estrogen clearance or estrogen metabolizing chemicals like DIM, etc. If they don't want to go on a full AI, calcium D-glucarate, you know, and other compounds that target, you know, balance in estradiol. Nootropics regimens, obviously those take time to dial in. Usually with a client that we're doing strictly nootropics with, we've got their stacks dialed in within a month and a half or 2 months, okay? By that time, at least we'll have 15 or so stacks created that we know register well, and they're dialed in, meaning we've adjusted them. We had some results from some of the stacks, and we've adjusted the stacks, the doses on the stacks, to make them perfect for that person. This stuff takes time. If you're on a natural testosterone regimen, right? Forget about TRT, like you're taking Ryan's Natty protocol. That is a pretty tailored protocol. You can find that in the testosterone superclass, along with a bunch of other protocols that will raise your testosterone, zero question about it. But then again, for people, their response to raising tests in terms of estrogen, and in some cases in terms of prolactin, is different. And so there has to be additional intelligent modification of doses or other ancillary compounds that you may need to have in the mix to bring in a little later, and one has to be conscious of that, and that may take time to dial in. Bottom line is, like, I don't want folks, because of lack of patience, to be giving up on their protocols. I don't want that, right? And I want to make it clear that because this is like what I do in life, you know, it's my forte. I have so much experience with it and get to see it every day. These things take time. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that when you're engaging in a new protocol, right, to fix something, to optimize something, to repair something, to dial something in, make sure you have the patience, the wherewithal, the research capacity, the persistence, right, the continuity in pushing forward to dial your protocol in, and don't give up too early, okay? If I can say, if you're executing any protocol and it's within, you know, 2 weeks or something, under 2 weeks, and you're wanting to give up, it's probably too early. So as far as nootropics goes, Nootropics Masterclass and Nootropics God course are the two courses to get, definitely, if you want to understand how to dial your protocols in. I mean, you could just hire me for that too. I mean, that's what we do as well. So those are your options if you want to get nootropic stacks and nootropics protocols dialed in. Because if you watch those courses, you will understand how to do this yourself. You don't even need me, but you do need the methodology, the framework for how to do it. On testosterone, that's a difficult one, right? You know, it's, you know, usually if you're doing HRT, you're working with a doc, and hopefully they're patiently working with you to adjust things and dial your protocol in. But if you need my help on that, that's something we do, and as far as consulting goes as well. But otherwise, I think, you know, the major things you're gonna need are diligence in research and patience. A lot of thinking, a lot of notating, a lot of journaling, you know, a lot of rerunning the experiment and then seeing how you fare and then getting a response and wondering why. Why is this response happening? Is it great or is it not great? If it isn't great, why? You know, using a hypothesis to then change the protocol and then come back at it, right? In that process, rinses and repeats, rinses and repeats, rinses and repeats until you get the protocol down, all right? So don't give up on your protocols. Keep trying, be persistent, do the research, be patient. Guys, Torque just launched and it is blowing up in the nootropics community. Honestly, we're gonna have to put another order in to get more Torque because we've blown out of so much inventory in the first, I don't know, it's been 5 days or something since we launched it. Literally overwhelmed, but we're still shipping. So go buy Torque, livecortex.com. It is an exceptionally strong stimulant nootropic. If you wanna turn everything on, mental energy, motivation, stimulant-esque feelings, the will to do work. I mean, look, it'll, on all extremes, it'll make you clean your house, or it'll probably make you start that company that you want to start, right? It'll get you to the point where you're gonna do some stuff that you're procrastinating on, or like shoot for the promotion at your job. It's a game changer in terms of how it will make you feel and how it will make you function. So much for watching, everybody. Talk to you soon.